very AP leaning. I mean, Kai'Sa, we saw yesterday go part AP. I hope Inax goes full AD here.
I feel like having the Cho'Gath in that team, I'm looking towards Lethal Tempo, Kraken Slayer, Portrait. That purple bar will show you how much XP he has. He's literally one camp away from that level 6. Again, that level 6 paired up with an Ahri, it's pretty much a guaranteed setup kill. Let's see where Jankos is going to be looking for, because like they've left Velia all alone. He's quite low.
Charging up the queue, Dragon was secured, but looks like they're going to call it off.
Like Los Ratones should just put their hands up here, take whatever side lanes they can, push out the waves, and handshake the 2 neutral objectives.
I think the objective handshake is absolutely fine here for Los Ratones. Nords are also going to be happy with it. I do think Grubs have a very high value as Reckless is actually looking to play Interrupt. They've been able to zone them off the Grubs. All of that setup from Nord, and they're just going to give it over. Los Ratones, they don't even have to get a kill. They just walk in and bully them off.
Stop Baus from proxying, because it's much more important that this Gwen is actually farmed up, as Inax and Nash, they're under attack. Jankos is there.
Flashes in, they find the lockdown. Nash immediately jumps out the quickness. Velia, low HP, into the back line. We see Jankos slide. Velia burning to the ignite. First blood to Nash. Inax slides in and gets another one. Nemesis joins into the play as he uses the needlework, but Reckless will fall. Nord take 3.
Nord shut down a play from Los Ratones.
Oh, and no way! What a charm! The Nord. That'd be feat of strength for objectives secured here for the side of Los Ratones, and the Dragon stack is starting for them here, so able to pick that one up. Didn't see exactly what Dragon were turning into.
He's very squishy.
Yeah, he has no flash. I don't know if he's got this in him. Eats a minion to get a bit of extra health. Down he goes. Inax takes the kill. Nice dive there from Nord.
So on the other side of the map, this was done during the resets for Los Ratones, so nothing necessarily gained are going to start coming through for both of these teams. Again, that 1,000 lead has become a 2,000 gold lead. Nemesis.
Needlework's doing a lot of work. Has he got that Kingslayer coming up soon? He's going to try and heal. The flash from Chachi. 0-6. Nord starting strong.
MVP of Spring showing up right here on the Gwen. R5. That was the reason red side was picked. So Chachi can have his pick. So Chachi can have his counter pick. 2-0 on that Gwen. About 1,000 gold up. Los Ratones, however, they will respond with the tower. Jankos again behind enemy lines. He's looking.
He is looking for it. Reckless is just going to send him packing. No way he's getting into that. Los Ratones were able to secure the feat of strength as well off the back of that as well.
Another tower bot lane.
Trading towers bot and top, but it's going to be a tower net advantage to Los Ratones. And as these towers fall and as the dust settles, the gold
on the top side in Velia's top quadrant of the jungle. So they are aware where most are. Second item slowly but surely starting to form. There's a BF sword in Kai'Sa's inventory, blasting wand, a couple of crystals for Vi as well. I'm looking to see that black lever potentially in Vi's inventory.
Chachi.
To solidify that one for themselves, and Nord are going to have to find a way through their jungle. You do still have Vi ult, and Jankos is looking.
Teleport's coming in, Rupture's going down. That's going to be the quickness coming through from Nash, catching everybody in as Inax slides into the play. That's 2 down for the side of Los Ratones. No way finds Nemesis, who jumps away with the quickness. It's a killing spree for Inax as Baus falls.
Wants to give in these fights, but Crownie was pathing towards the top of the map. The Dragon was spawning, so I'm guessing maybe there was some sort of split call right there, where half of it was go top farm, half of the other was like, okay, we got them as a 3 versus 3. But Nord have proved that, especially in that early game, the combination of Vi, Rakan is so good.
May need to be a little careful. If he overextends too much, Nord have control of the top side of the map right now. He's going to look for the assassination, though. On to no way! You had Flash! You had Spirit Rush!
Flash up. Let's see if Jankos can take the 1v1. Misses the
Q. Baus is just going to find him with a Rupture. Gets caught by the ultimate, though, to interrupt that knock-up lane. Silence comes through. This is a pretty even fight between the pair of them. Flashes over the Rupture. Jankos is going to force Baus to flash as well. There's no backup. This is an isolated 1v1. Vault Breaker forward. Rupture comes in. Baus continuing to run away. All the while, Los Ratones will be taking the Atacan. This was a horrific play from Nord.
They're falling for the global magnet again. The bounce has been for Los Ratones, but NORD right here going to respond. Rift Herald mid. Everyone is on the resets from the side of LR due to the Atakan. Mid lane tower is going to fall. NORD are pressuring Velia in the mid lane as well. That might be a second bop down mid. It was put down by NORD. You can just sweep away when you're coming through a reset.
Yeah, you just get the advantage off the back of that one. And I do feel like this might be our big 5v5 we've been kind of waiting for this entire... They're still chasing.
Chachi is bounce. He's doing it.
4 members onto Chachi. Can he get away from this one? Needlework into the headbutt pole, into the silence. He can't cast a spell. Velia takes him down.
Instant tempo TP from Baus over in the mid lane. Push down that wave as well.
Dragon should be going
10
over.
seconds.
Los Ratones have the man advantage. Jankos, no blast cone available. NORD just have to give it up. Dragon number 3 over Los Ratones. They're on to Soul Point. Finished up, so 3 item ADCs across the board. Like, I feel like these teams are itching to fight, but neither of them are willing to go. I say that, they find the charm and the knock-up in to the backline with the Vi ultimate from Jankos. Velia will fall. The healing comes forward. Nemesis connects on with the Absalom Duck. Reckless, 2-man pulls. Bounce, silencing onto the backline. That's going to be the kills for Los Ratones as Chachi enters into the fray. Needlework coming through. Bounce losing so much HP. Headbutt pole onto No Way. Inax will fall. Chachi on his own. Snip, snip. Los Ratones turn the fight around. It's a double for Crowny. No Way, the only man standing. Spotted by the ward. He can do nothing but watch as they hunt him down. Oh, No Way. No way out of this one. He'll just execute.
Los Ratones, fantastic turnaround. Nemesis starting the Baron right here as well. Death timers are huge with 45 seconds onto No Way. And the reason why this game has been so stagnant and slow... That looked like they were back. That's the scary part of having an all-in team. You choose the wrong target, you don't coordinate on one, it all falls apart.
Well, I think we might get another chance. This time Chachi's in the area. They find the knock-up in response, though, from Reckless onto 2 members of NORD. Needlework doing a little bit of work, trying to cut through them somewhat. Everybody's dashing around into the backline. They go. Here's the charm. Here's the kill. Velia finds it. 2 members fall. NORD on the run once again. Baus hunting for Chachi. Headbutt pole comes in onto Chachi. Dodges away on that rupture. We can see the backline there as the feathers are falling out. Crowny takes the kill. Inax on the run. Chachi 1 versus 3. Gwen is immune. Got the snip snip. Dodging the ruptures away. Crowny's low HP, but Chachi cannot do it. Down they go. Los Ratones take another fight and Soul.
No one could smite it apparently, but he could. Los Ratones right here with the Soul, with 1,000 gold lead now taking that bot lane tier 2.
Not happening for Reckless. His watch is so vigilant here. Down goes this tower on the top side. And NORD is just completely in the wrong place.
Why are they on Baus? He's all the way over in the mid lane. The towers are falling.
They're not willing to full commit anymore.
I mean, watch the waves, right? Crowny, push top wave.
Good charm, good charm.
Velia?
Into the knock-up, but it's a Pantheon. Presses W, untouchable.
It's very, very difficult. 2 waves pushing towards NORD as well. Reckless.
Oh, Reckless jumps in onto that backline. Redemption comes up, just heals NORD back in. They're going to jump forwards, though. There's Inax onto the backline. Nemesis trying to zone him away, but Inax is doing some serious damage. Jankos falls. Nemesis can't find the turnaround, but it doesn't matter. Crowny put out the damage in the fight. The Grand Starfall from Velia to chase onto Inax. Flushes in, finishes him up, interrupts Chachi on the reset. Now Chachi's got a 1v1 him, but he can't hold the base and find the kill. Gets the reset out. He's going to TP into his base, but I think Los Ratones have got this first game in the bag. No one's coming up for another 20 seconds for the side of NORD. Can Chachi pull it off? No needlework. Small minion wave to cut through. Reckless tries to find the opening, dodges away for a brief second, but his health bar is absolutely deleted, liquefied by Crowny. The Nexus will fall, and Los Ratones will take game number 1 of the series.
They slam it. I mean, you're gonna get destroyed by Baus and the Ambassador. You stand still when you're ulting. You get publicly executed by the Ambassador, and all of a sudden, you've lost your carry.
At the end of the day, it goes down to positioning from NORD and also finding windows for LR.
It's like absolutely cut down by that bullet. It doesn't get reduced by tenacity as well, so you get the full duration of that CC. That's why it's a fantastic sort of CC, and Nash is a great rel as well. I think he's one of his best champions.
Nash just goes for the flash forward into the portal they go. Inax actually following, gets caught here. That might have been a mistake. No! The stun comes through, and Inax finds first blood.
Number 3, no matter who wins, Sion versus Poppy. Settle it like real players on the Rift.
Yes.
Best champ versus best champ.
Hell yeah.
The rest of the team is not needed, just them.
Well,
oh, the rest of the team is needed here.
it's not Baus in the lane, but Nemesis may be looking for the kill. The scout of the week comes in. Chachi just flashes into Nemesis's face. Velia chasing forwards. Maiden's going to do some work. He's got the shovel. He's putting the work in, to be fair. Velia almost goes down, but takes out Chachi.
Great timing right there from Velia. Really find the kill right here. Pickaxe straight into his inventory as well. And Jankos is going to take that time. He's going to use his own Baus on the top lane, which is called Chachi for now, and take the dragon.
Alrighty, well, dragon being secured here from Jankos. Nice early start.
Look how the bot lane has shifted through that one kill.
Yeah, it really just brought so much pressure now. Velia maybe looking for No Way, hasn't got the level 6. Baus fights him with the ultimate. No Way under tower. Beautiful kill from Los Ratones.
He flashed on a straight line. Have the rel, so all Los Ratones have to do is get a pick, potentially with, again, a Scout of the Week, a reckless ult, a reckless Q, or peel from that rel engage. There's only one void grab left, and that one's going to be taken away as well. Los Ratones, they go away with it.
Crowd goes absolutely crazy. It looks like No Way's going to get himself caught off here. Misses the stun, and Velia will look to finish him up. The unleashed power, and the bleed will secure the kill. Down goes No Way again. I love that the crowd go that crazy every time.
Chachi might be falling for it.
Oh, Chachi going low. Baus looking for the kill. In jumps Velia for the lockdown. Chachi buying the space. Jumps back under the tower. It is reset. Velia secures the kill. In comes the right to the arcane to clear the wave. Not going to be giving up too much.
So it's Ayaya, Gwen is immune, and what's this one? Woof Woof, Nafiri is immune?
That vision of what's going on, and if Velia steps forwards, he'll see him on the ward, but that's going to be the engage there from Baus onto Chachi. Puts the cage down, flashless, unable to escape. Velia slides in and secures the kill.
Turn nameplates off, and I will tell you they're swapped.
Yeah.
Turn nameplates back on. Velia's been having a banger of a game. And again, our question at the beginning of the day is, can Velia protect Baus? Can Velia shadow Baus, swap to blue, and take a very, very good S-tier peak, like they have been doing for the side of Los Ratones? They're prioritizing Nemesis and Velia back-to-back on blue side.
Yeah. I felt like NORD maybe had like a plan, or they thought they'd throw Los Ratones off by giving them blue side and their prep, but ultimately hasn't really led to anything here.
Sources say
there's
a long vision from NORD. Behind enemy lines, inside enemy lines, defensively as well. Towers is going to go down just like this, no defense from the side of NORD. And now they've lost majority of this line of defense that we mentioned inside their own jungle and in enemy territory. Let's see if Nash can get that big ult we've been talking about. All
right, Nash is the redemption arc, but Nemesis comes in with the scout of the week onto Inax. Massive Baus ultimate. There's the Magnus Storm into the Tempered Fate. Unable to move. Inax will fall. And Los Ratones have just got the fight in the bag. Nash goes down. Jankos left scratching his head. No Way trying to find that range, trying to find that little bit of extra damage. Right to the arcane will rain down onto Los Ratones.
Criminal from misfortune when you are all the damage, when you are all the, or the only gold lead on the map for your team, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's flipped over to Crownie for 300 gold, and Top has been doing incredibly well in both games.
Well, it feels a bit like Revenge is the best served in finals, but Baus, the Avengers have assembled. Finds himself some damage onto Chachi, using some of the movement speed to break away, but they've got the lockdown, the shields, the pillars, everything is just going to keep Baus in place. There's the Magnus Storm. Jankos takes the kill, but what is the taunt going to cost them? Inax falls, Velia finishes him up. The global taunt, too much to bear.
Mid lane's getting pushed, Inax dies for it, bot lane's getting pushed, bot lane tower dies for it. Let's see if Chachi's going to be able to take one for NORD on the top side of the map, or the trade is just simply not worth it right there. Baus buys enough time and ult to kill Baus on the top side.
Yeah, absolutely. It will not have that up for quite a while as well, so they need to just buy time, and I don't think Los Ratones are going to give them that time. Jankos loses a fair amount of HP. There's a teleport available to Chachi if he wants to come in. Nemesis just continues to play off in Fog of War and be a nuisance to the members of NORD. Scatter the Weak lands onto Nash. There's the pillar. Nemesis goes in for the punish, but bounces down Chachi on the flank. Atakan still firing away. Massive lockdown here from Rekkles onto Noways. He's just trying to make an escape away. Nemesis picks up Maiden and slams it onto Noway, taking him down. Nash just running under tower to safety.
Burnt his bullet time over in that middle wave. Nash used his ult to try and kill Baus. There's no way you walk into this one. We said the one wombo combo, the one saving wombo combo would be a big Rel ult into a bullet time from Misfortune.
Being less of a showing as well. Chachi's been unable to find an opening. Nemesis does get hit by a pillar. In jumps Nash. There's the bullet time to lock him down, and the shutdown goes into Noway's pocket.
That's a tanky Syndra.
That was a very tanky
Syndra. Entire
Syndra.
bullet time, and other members of NORD hitting that Syndra, and it took a long time for Nemesis to fall.
Without their mid laner thinking about playing some level of contest, Velia can jump in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to jump back out. He's thinking about it. In jumps Nash with a Magnet Storm onto 2. Tempered Fate hits 2 in response. Nash losing way too much health. Velia is able to take the kill. Dragon was secured by NORD as Velia trying to find the opening onto Inax. Jumps onto Chachi. Chachi, he's too damn squishy. Rekkles finishes him up as Baus jumping onto Inax. Interrupted with the ultimate there to find Inax. Inax is just going to try and break away from this one. No way, teleporting back up to his team. Tower should be going down. Nice scatter from Nemesis. Not really actually going to result in much more. Have the dogs to tank. Nash. In jumps Nash though. Got the ability to find the lockdown. The good stun though. Hits onto Inax and denies him from getting the kill, but no way. Finds it with the right of the arcane. Rekkles takes a portal, but Jankos is waiting on the other side. Nash joins him over. Inax will put the damage down, and it's a shutdown onto Rekkles. NORD, another window back in.
That is actually pretty huge for NORD right here. They take the flash off of Rekkles. They punish Nemesis back to back.
Finds the slow with the rain. Gets away. Nash losing so much HP. Baus throws the ultimate out. 1 versus 3. Baus is doing some serious work here. Jankos will strip him down as Inax slides in and finishes the kill.
And with 10 seconds for Baron, look at the vision control around that area for the side of NORD. Well, they were semi-wrong.
They were wrong, because he was crazy enough to do that. He's starting Baron on his own again. I mean, him with the dogs does a lot of work. Pillar's been thrown out, and Los Ratones just have so much control of this area. Like, NORD are unable to step in. Half health onto Baron. I don't think NORD are going to get close enough. They've got no Scryers up. They have no ability to see. And yeah, that's just going to be a Los Ratones Baron for free. NORD giving it over. And that crowd.
They need to find some vision, and Nash has a big... Oh, boy.
Oh, Chachi has to flash away. He's okay. Oh, no! Velia flashes into his pocket. Meanwhile, Crowley gets the pillar thrown on. Chachi goes down. Velia secures the kill.
Then pile into the river, and set down their vision for that, and play for the neutral objective. This is textbook League of Legends. And NORD are skipping steps.
And meanwhile, Baus gets a massive chunk out of the tower.
2 ultimates gone. Inax, no way, both use theirs to try and catch Nemesis, and that's a 3-wave siege from the side of Los Ratones. Mid, bot, and top. First tower falling down in the base of NORD, and another wave is going to be coming shortly from the top side where Velia and Baus are.
I mean, NORD just need to pull the trigger. They've got the Infinity Edge on Inax. Ultimately, they are slowly but surely just losing this game to a battle of attrition. Jankos losing so much HP to Crowley. Crowley half healthing him just with auto attacks, no abilities coming in. Down goes another inhibitor. Los Ratones.
Right here. Again, Los Ratones, they don't have a very easy engage, but what they do have to the side is the waves.
Oh. Nash went forwards, gets hit by the unleashed power. Taken down. NORD just unable to find an answer, unable to really do much of anything. Beautiful scatter of the weak as Crowley jumps over the wall to try and stop them here. Pillar's got the slowdown. Chachi, where's his health bar going? Velia will just be finishing him up. Los Ratones get another kill. Inax gets jumped onto here. A lot of damage coming in. The Pillar's going to be there. Inax chunked out. Nice shutdown actually from nowhere. Gets the snipe off. Throwing out some of the right of the arcane, looking for the kills. Baus is just going to teleport back in. All inhibitors down. And it just feels like NORD are falling apart. Bounce on the flank. Can't quite find the kill onto Inax.
The waves. Look on your screens right now. Look on your mini-maps. There's so many waves. And I feel like seeing the Trundle, I feel like this is one of his champions as well. We haven't necessarily seen too much movement. Again, Nemesis got away with murder in the top lane, being completely untouched. And we're talking about things to come, right? Because this game just feels so over.
I mean, they are looking for Reckless here. Jankos puts a pillar
still
down. Nash got a nice flank ankle. Inax not in position to follow up with a bullet time. Finds the slow. Baus gonna get slowed up a little bit here, but Velia's just soloing Baron in the meanwhile. NORD can't even really get close enough to stop it. Velia's going to jump over the wall. That's going to be the Tempered Fate into the Magnet Storm. They find the stun. Inax breaks away. In comes the follow-up. The bullet time is huge, but it is shut down. The Tempered Fate from Reckless has denied Inax time and time again. Nash will fall. Velia 9-0-5 on the Neferi, make it 10 kills. This was so one-sided from Los Ratones. Looking absolutely phenomenal going into this next game.
Classic.
Match point for Los Ratones. Oh, Glad! He's done it! Can you hear that crowd?
The laughs on the player's face as well.
Velia here, although yeah, Velia just gonna jump over the wall. Has used his W though, so
Nemesis
escape is gone. Jankos down the level, but up in aggression with the reset coming in. Not going for it. Chachi and Baus going toe-to-toe now. Chachi's got the damage though. First blood over to visit Chachi.
Chachi was losing creeps underneath his own tower. And this is the whole thing where we praise the guy for his playstyle. He is a nuisance in the game. That's what he does.
Yeah, smart. Well, he was slow to hit 6. Velia was level 7 when Jankos was level 4 or 5. But they are going to turn their attention towards that Void Grubs. Nice cannon barrage comes out from Chachi, though, just to play Dissuasion as Inax and Nash maybe looking here for Baus. Nash not got the level 6, does hit it. Dodge bubble from Baus. Lovely backstep. Just avoids that one. Grubs were secured for the side of NORD, although Velia's in the area. Nash now with that tidal wave. This could be an opening. Jankos also here. Might see some action. Inax needs to be careful. That death mark may just come down in onto him. Inax immediately getting hit. They're going to charge forwards. Tidal wave comes down. Inax, the healing's pretty big. Inax jumps away, but Baus finds his opening. Tries to find the lockdown. They've got the ability to pin him in place. Cannon barrage is not going to be there, but Jankos secures the kill as Chachi TP's in.
But this was all a play. That's just theater. Look what's happening over on the bot side of the map. Keeping, again, NORD busy on the top side. Completed his Essence River. You're sending them top side of the map just as Dragon is supposed to spawn because that tower has fallen. You cannot afford to have your Lucian Nami overstep their welcome, Baus.
Well, hold on. They're going to find the interrupt onto Baus. Keep him pinned inside the cage. Inax launches into the fray. Baus demounts. He will not survive today. Inax takes him down. NORD secure the kills.
Baus traded again for a neutral objective.
I wanted to find Sunder every time on Jankos. Chachi has his Triforce. Other side, Baus actually hasn't finished an item yet. You put your Eclipse onto Velia. Looks like actually Nemesis maybe getting jumped. The bomb comes through. Jankos has the flank angle onto him, pins him in place, and he is shoved out of the bowl. Doesn't matter. Jankos will take him down.
Very nice pick right there. They'll take the tower. They'll take Nemesis as well. Down. They can't really walk into neutral objectives, and this is how you get control of the map slowly.
I believe it's probably going to be Infinity Edges. Baus takes the tower on the top side. It's 1-2 on the towers right now. Gold lead. Very close. Gonna have to look for the run. He's got flash, he's got satchel. Gonna put some damage in. Reckless lands the depth charge into the hook, into the follow-up. Bomb comes down. Reckless, it doesn't matter. Velia almost went down himself. But I will actually say this is a NORD-favored play. They get the Rift Herald. They're sitting happy. They're gonna teleport in. That's actually gonna be Chachi, I believe, joining up as Nemesis. Just going to jump away. Velia's low HP. Cannon barrage comes down. They're going to throw out the barrels. Nemesis gets caught by the slow into the queue, into another ultimate coming out from Nemesis. But Inax is going to chase forwards and look to finish him up. The tower goes down way too late. It can test for Dragon here. Teleport already starting. He's actually going to teleport too deep. Joins up with the rest of his team. Chachi's making his way over. Jankos gets caught by the CC for a second. Chain of Corruption lands in. Tidal Wave goes out. That's as much as they're going to be able to do. They're going to have to concede to Dragon. Dragon number 3 over the Los Ratones. But I actually think NORD played that right. They couldn't get in the area. They don't overcommit. They don't fall for it.
They threw everything on Jankos, right? At least they do take that mid lane tower. This is very, very important. They do not, or they do have to be now onto the gangplank if Chachi wants to join them, but they haven't pinched Jankos. Jenna perhaps is going to miss.
Oh, plays the interrupt. Baus jumps onto the back line, caught by the tidal wave though. Flashes out. The culling will lock him down, and Jankos dunks him for the kill. Talking about, but these two items give so much raw AD and just raw power to his autos.
You see if Lucian gets ahead, he actually
hold on,
builds in
Brownie
second.
caught by the flag and drag. Inax's damage is colossal, cuts him down.
This wasn't even just Inax's damage. There's 2 items with Black Cleaver on that job, and that job really hurts.
Nemesis.
But he's all alone.
Shuffles Jankos back, who just flags, drags, runs away, but they throw down the depth charge. The heal comes in. Velia slides in and takes him out.
Jankos took the Nautilus knock-up on both his carries right there.
Massive mistake. No tidal wave available to bail him out. He just went down.
There was heal, but I think, I don't know if heal saves him right there. A little bit too deep, again, from Jankos. Noah's gonna attempt to clear out the wave, but...
In this series, Chachi's making his way over, does have the cannon barrage. Gonna do a bit of extra damage here. Throws the barrels out onto Baus, gets a bit of extra damage off. Not sure they're going to be able to find it. There's going to be the after-counter cure. Chachi now getting jumped onto, has to flash away from Baus. Health bars are low on Los Ratones. Inax is feeling like jumping forwards. No way may play the interrupt. They're going to chase off as Jankos is coming in onto that flank. 2 members left exposed. Jumps in onto Reckless, who flashes away, finds the lockdown. Los Ratones walk out with all 5. Also going to join up onto that. Maybe Velia as well.
Very importantly, crowning Nemesis. No flashes, they call Chachi.
Chachi's in danger. He's going to put some damage onto Nemesis, but he is taken out on his lonesome. Chachi.
On such an important moment, Los Ratones find the angle, find the pig.
Lands in onto No Way. He's blown apart. Velia blinks back out. Doesn't want to hang around. Beautiful hook from Reckless. This has to be a hero steal from Jankos. And the problem is what is the cost going to be? Arrow hits onto Inax. Hook lands onto the Nami. Baus jumps in onto the backline, trying to find Inax. Culling's going to cut through him, but he's just going to look to Scarl for the moment. Gets him pinned in place. And that is Baus holding on to his life. He survives. 2 members of NORD stand. That's Soul. Shallow ward from NORD. Chachi, though, is going to be getting jumped onto by Velia. Looks to put the barrels out. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this one. He is way too damn squishy. Baus secures the kill. Meanwhile, there's an answer out onto Crowny. 1-for-1 globally.
Huge right here for NORD. This could have been Baron. 45 seconds on Chachi. Los Ratones could have forced the issue on the neutral objective. And let's watch this one more time. Bottom left for you. Inax absolutely destroyed Crowny. Crowny oversteps and NORD. And now starting the Baron. Velia through the Hex gates. They know it's happening.
There's going to be a contest. Nemesis coming in. If he can put a door in, he can slam it onto the members of NORD. But Baus is inside the base. Jankos jumps in. Nemesis goes to the shuffle back, dodges away in the bubble. But Inax's damage is too damn big. The bomb goes wide. Nemesis has nowhere to go. He takes out Nash. Now Velia going low to Inax. He's going to dash forward and look for him. The base is on fire. Baus is going for the back door. Chachi's back. The cannon barrage shuts down the kill. Chachi now looking to kill out Baus. Bear trap on the rope, makes the connection, interrupted on the escape. Another barrel is popped. Baus tries to run away, but Chachi will take him down with a parlay. NORD are not done yet. Healing from the redemption. NORD getting this Baron low HP. Teleport though, it's going to be a Nemesis. He's going bot lane. I think he's going for the back door. They're just going to play interrupt potentially here. Looks like they're just going to back off. I think he's just stealing red. Teleport for a red buff.
You know what? I was looking at Crowny. Behind the pig with that virus, and he gave me Guma can't he steal it vibes. This could have been series end.
They're just going to try and muscle their way into the base. The problem is Baus is bot lane. Chachi doesn't have teleport. He doesn't have ult. He's going to have to reset and play the defensive.
I am really confused.
And Nemesis just going to make sure clear out some of this vision. Jankos seen on the ward. Reckless may look for a hook onto him here. Jankos has the flag and drag. Chachi's joined up. Gonna just flash in onto Crowny, who is obliterated. Beautiful pick. Chachi in the middle of the fight, looking for the lockdown onto Nash, but Nash is not going down today. Yes, he is. Baus takes one with him. That could be Elder for NORD.
4 versus 3 for the Elder. NORD 1 trying to push this to game 4, but Velia is still alive. The smite is still up, and NORD cannot take the 50-50. Not here.
Chachi's going to play Interrupt right now onto Velia. Huge damage coming out from Chachi. Ooh. Massive death mark. Good flash away. Noe's on a killing spree as he takes down Nemesis off screen. Velia, can he find the Interrupt?
No way.
Chachi, he's resetting. He's not going to let Velia go. And that should just be Elder for NORD. Massive wave here. Crashing into the bot side, though. Someone needs to reset and hold. Chachi TP's in. Elder secured.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. NORD are breathing some life into this game, and let's watch this one more time. They're question mark pinging him.
I don't know.
Okay, the inhibitor has respawned, and Chachi has backed.
And Axe, as long as he doesn't get blown up here, that's the inhibitors down.
He has Elder.
He has Elder.
And he hurts.
He really does hurt. That's the big item. That's the final of the trifecta for GP. Infinity Edge, Drive Force Collector.
Nemesis is in full
So they are looking for Baus here. Catch him inside as he goes for the jump forwards. Jankos putting some extra work in, but Inax is sliding forwards. Baus going incredibly low. Tries to find the damage onto Inax, but it's not going to be happening today. He is burning low, and Inax will be gifted the kill. No, it's Jankos.
Baron in 30 seconds. Trying to push in that wave. They know that NORD wants to take that next Baron. With that next Baron, they can use that to siege and teamfight their way to potentially a game number 4. And this is what we wanted to see from this series. There's no vision behind that Baron pit. NORD are literally walking in blind. Chachi's gonna get cancelled on the top.
Yeah, I guess his reset cancelled. Nemesis got the tower up as well. And remember, the trial by fire scales of crit. Crit chances. Crowny hit by the bomb.
Oh
my word! He is taken down, Chachi!
The snipe coming through from the mid-top duo of NORD, and that's a 4 versus 5 on the map. Velia, huge weight on his shoulders. He has to attempt to steal the Baron as Baus puts pressure on the bot side of the map.
He's going to have to be a hero play from Baus.
Surely you don't let him in.
Velia's trying to get his way forwards. I think they're going to have to reset someone soon. Chachi's not there. He does have teleport. He can head towards that tower. They're going to see Baus in the bot lane. Chachi just continues to zone. Baron's going to get taken. Now NORD need to reset real quick. Baus will take the inhibitor. He won't take more. Elder up in 19 seconds, though. Even with the Hex Soul onto the side of Los Ratones, they are struggling. Baus going in for a flank. I actually think he's just going to flank the base. He's going to charge in. Inax may just be the target. Death charge lands onto Inax, who jumps away. Nemesis! What an ultimate! The shutdown onto Inax! Jankos slides into the back, but Chachi is here, able to find himself the assassination. Reckless trying to put the damage down, but Chachi's barrels doing some serious work. Chachi, what a save! Now it's Jankos versus Baus and Reckless. The ace is coming through Los Ratones! They have done it! The teleport into the bot lane! This will be the series for Los Ratones! What a monster fight! What a huge ultimate from Nemesis! 2 towers stand between Los Ratones and the title!
15 seconds for Inax to spawn together with Nash. There is no wave. Is it gone? 5 seconds? 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
I don't think he's going to do it. Los Ratones trying their hardest to close this one out. Down goes the Nexus. A 3-0. They remain undefeated.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.